So we're going to make today for you a wonderful summertime cooler. It's going to be cucumbers, basically cucumber salad. Cucumbers, some onion out of the garden, some apple cider vinegar, salt and pepper, a little bit of water, and some fresh herbs. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the ends off the cuke. Okay, and these are going to go into the compost. And then I'm going to go ahead and peel the cucumber. Let's get the knife out of the way so I don't hurt myself there. Let's get all the peel off of it. And then go ahead and flip it around. We'll go ahead and put these cucumber skins in there. So if you have a garden, you grow your own vegetables like we do, or even if you don't grow your own, even if you go to the store to buy them, not a problem. But get yourself one of these. It's just a little compost bucket, and it comes out. I empty it into a much larger stream than we have, but eventually everything breaks down in here and into your larger compost bucket. And then once all your vegetable trimmings are all composted down, they make their way back into the greenhouse or the garden or both. And you're just recycling everything and moving it around. So sometimes you get a little bit of an imperfection in here, and I like to cut them out because they have a tendency to have a little bit of a more bitter flavor, and I don't like that. That can go in there. And then we're going to go ahead and cut the cucumber in half lengthwise. And just slice it. Why do I cut it in half? Because I like to. Now, it's a little bit easier to eat that way. Okay. I'll go ahead and put these in a bowl. This salad is so just cool, literally. It's just refreshing. It's very simple. It's very good for you. Let's get that in there too. And go ahead and do another half. What the heck? So this is basically just a yellow onion out of our garden. And I'm going to slice it very thin. And you notice I don't peel it. Not yet. And just kind of get it as thin as you can, because you don't want it to be overpowering. You don't want it to be very strong. Now we'll go ahead and take the peels off. And those can all go in the compost. There we go. And go ahead and stack them on top of each other. And get some more of the peel off. So it's nothing fancy, but we're just going to pick the onion up and go ahead and put it in the bowl with the cucumbers. So far in here we have the cucumber and the yellow onion. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of parsley that I just picked out of the garden and some sage leaves that came out of the garden, of course. But I'm going to do a technique called chiffonade. So you take the leaves of the sage, it can be basil, whatever, but you just stack them on top of each other and you roll them up. There you go. So now they're rolled up. Now we'll go ahead and run the knife through them. Oh, I can smell the sage all the way up here. Oh, it's just a wonderful aroma of onion and cucumber and sage. So far, we're not done yet. I just picked some parsley out of the garden. And some people think parsley doesn't have a lot of flavor. It does. We'll take the leaves off the stem, drop them in there, and then we're just gonna gently cut it up. If you grow your own parsley, which is a good thing, it doesn't take a lot of effort to grow it, and you just go right out to your garden and go ahead and grab a couple leaves and put them in whatever you're cooking. There we go. So if it's the summertime, it's kind of warm outside, you want to cool off a little bit. Yeah, you can have a cold beer or a cold glass of wine, but why not make yourself a little cool cucumber salad? It will really cool you down. I'm going to add a little bit of salt to it. Make sure you add the salt towards the end, because what salt does, it has a tendency to draw liquid out of your product. So you don't want to have the salt in there till not very long at all. You want to add it just before you're going to serve it. And I use kosher sea salt. So as I add this salt, you're going to see liquid forming in the bowl, because that's some of the cucumber juice coming out. And then let's add some of this. I'm going to show you what this is. Let's set this over here for a minute. So that's kind of neat, huh? It's multicolored peppercorns. And there's black ones. There's some green ones that are not ripe yet. There's some red ones. And you can buy it like this in the store and just put it in your pepper grinder. And we'll go ahead and crack some of this in here. The different peppercorns have different flavors. Some are stronger than others, but I like it because it adds different color to it, to your dish. Okay. Organic apple cider vinegar. You should have this a teaspoon a day. It's good for you. I'm going to add some water to it now, because we added quite a bit of vinegar. Now we're going to kind of tone it down a bit with some water. We have the salt, we have the pepper, we have the onion, we have the cukes in there, we have the sage. We're pretty much ready to go. Let's get this mixed up nicely. You should be using a spoon or a spat instead of your knife, but I don't have one here right now, so oh well, what the hell. Oh. That cooled me down so much I just got chills. Oh, that is so good. When you get chills, like you can see right here on my skin, you know what Hawaiians call it? Chicken skin. I just got chicken skin. That's a good thing. After you make it, go ahead and put it in the refrigerator and let all the flavors meld together. And they will. Leave it in there for a couple, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 hours, even overnight if you want. And then serve it the next day. If you leave it in overnight, you serve it the next day. It's nice and cold. Serve it in a chilled plate, maybe even with a chilled fork, and set it out for your family, and they will chill for sure. Enjoy it. I'll catch you next time on The Organic Rose.